1 year ago on Friday, an unknown former contractor for the U.S. National Security Agency turned into a household name. June 6th marks 1 year since the British newspaper The Guardian published its first report about the NSA's surveillance programs, thanks to information from Edward Snowden. Snowden said he felt he had to alert the American people and others around the world that their information isn't safe. He's currently in Russia, where he was granted temporary asylum. While there is a lot of attention on Snowden, he is not the first to leak secrets about the U.S. National Security Agency. CCTV Washington correspondent Daniel Ryntjes joins us live now with more.
Yes, it's exactly 1 year ago since Americans learned for the first time that their own government was collecting millions of phone records. You may not know it, though, that before Edward Snowden, there were other people who were revealing the breadth and depth of the U.S. surveillance state.
Awareness of wrongdoing.
Yes, Edward Snowden will go down in history for opening the doors of the electronic surveillance state. But if we had listened to former NSA crypto mathematician William Binney, then it would not have come as a surprise. More than a decade ago, he was the key architect of a software system, Thin Thread, designed to sift computer and phone metadata.
Try to design a program that could be able to look into terabytes of data passing by in the digital age and look into it and see what was important to pull out and sort that for the analysts to analyze.
As the NSA's technical leader for intelligence, Binney objected when, he says, privacy protections in the software were taken out shortly after the 2001 terrorist attacks. Believing they'd violated the US Constitution, he and colleague Kirk Wiebe resigned, and then attempted to convince the US Congress, the Justice Department, and even Chief Justice of the Supreme Court John Roberts to take action. With no success, they turned to journalists who wrote exposés, prompting government efforts to prosecute them on spying charges. Public opinion, however, was left largely unchanged.
They didn't take us seriously because it was just us saying it. It was our words in front of a camera or with a newspaper reporter, no documents, no evidence, and there's a normal human desire to believe that those who are running your country, those who are in charge of defense, for example, how could they do something so wrong? Wouldn't they do the right thing? And we all believe that.
They say Edward Snowden decided to steal documents and flee the country because of their lack of success.
Because he took the documentation that they were using to brief the programs they were running inside their organizations. So it's impossible for them to deny that they're doing it.
Former NSA senior executive Thomas Drake is another member of this group.
Because people are now, in some cases, rediscovering or discovering for the first time what happened to me and others. And that we were talking about this years before Snowden was ever known.
Drake also fought off criminal prosecution after raising concerns internally, resigning and turning to the media.
The difference in terms of surveillance and the extraordinary disclosures of Edward Snowden is that we're finally having a debate that we had never had before.
And Thomas Drake says the key lesson for him is that revealing the information is simply not enough, and that it's the battle for the public opinion which is the key lever for driving change and reform of this massive surveillance state which emerged after 9/11. Back to you.
Daniel Ryntjes live for us in Washington. Thank you.